Hey everybody, welcome back to Majestic Collectibles. So kind of got a mishmash of stuff again today. I've got a little bit of show finds, leftovers that I didn't have the first time around. I'll explain as we go here. I've got some flea market finds that are fresh, not a lot, but a little bit. I'm setting up today, so by the time this airs, you're out of luck. It was the first day, but so Friday and Saturday. Tomorrow and Saturday, my friend Sean in the Iowa Comic Book Club is having a garage sale, and he invites, probably four different collectors to join him, and then he's a big record album and a comic book guy. They're kind of fun to do. There's not a lot of high dollar stuff. I think Sean's got a M&M record album. He's got priced at $125 or something, but I would say the average price of most of this stuff is $5, and probably $1 would be even closer. So you just want to come out and hang out. It's kind of fun for us. We just get to chill together and talk collectibles and meet people. That's in Altoona, Iowa. You can find it on Facebook Marketplace. It's also on the Majestic Collectibles Facebook page. I've got a post on it, and I'll be adding more pictures. Not everybody was set up yesterday when I was there, so I'm going to go back and today, so you can follow it. See the updated pictures. If you haven't seen it at all, I'll have more pics and stuff. So if you happen to be in Altoona, here, let me give you the date. Let me get this right. So it's May 8th, 2025. Today, when I filmed this. And you're seeing this this launches on that evening, and so May 9th and 10th, I guess it would be, for the garage sale. That'd be Friday, Saturday, and it's 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Both Friday, Saturday. So stop by and see us, and just hang out and chat if nothing else. Don't have to buy anything. I can tell you, if you're looking for a side hustle to make a little extra money. Not it, not it. But we have a lot of fun, even if it's not super profitable. So back to the Sioux Falls QuadCon. I told you I bought a few other things, and they got mixed up with some other stuff. So I finally found them. So I'm going to go through that pile first, and so let me get this done here. These all came out of a $2 box. From a dealer, Bill Nearson. I've known him, oh man, we're just a couple of old dogs. I've known him a long time. So I got some stuff. I'll show you one at a time. This is mostly for me on it. Always been a huge fan of Dead Man and the Phantom both. And that's, I had a really, really rough copy, so I really was happy to see that, especially for $2. I'm not a Jimmy Olsen fan, and this is not a mint book. I've always loved that ghost cover. I don't know why. It's probably one of two Jimmy Olsen's books in my collection. That's it. I'm not a huge fan. Here's a neat title. You don't see it a lot, especially the higher numbers. Freedom Fighters. They kind of revived. So DC bought out some other companies, Charlton. Quality Comics with Black Hawk, and that's where a lot of those characters came from, and they kind of revamped it and updated it a little bit. The Sergeant Rocks I probably will put in my sales inventory. I mentioned before, just have a lot of luck. These are in the high 300s. You really got to get over about 410, 412 issue number, and then they start getting pretty hard to find. Here's another one. I've got a few copies. This was cheap, but I've always been an Adam Strange fan, and I just love some of these Bronze Age Strange Adventure covers, so I picked that up. These are also from Bill, and I'm a huge Shadow pulp fan, and I've showed you a few of those a while back. And these I'm not quite as high on, which is the digest size. During the war, they have paper shortages, so a lot of the magazines, if they stayed in business, just shrunk down, made them real small. Covers range from blah, which I would put this in kind of the blah cover territory. This one, though, I really liked. So, it's got the skull and the keys on there. Pretty good cover for that era in the shadow. Really liked it. So I picked those up. And these I picked up some trades. They were half price. So Rainbow. Is it Rainbow? Yeah, Rainbow Comics in Sioux Falls was there. And they had just a small booth, a bunch of magazine boxes with trades in them, basically, short boxes. And so for half price, I picked up Ruby. I'm a really huge fan of the animation. I'm really, really sad Rooster Teeth went out of business, especially for those of you that watched that last season. Boy, it was set up to really, really bring that series home. And I don't know, unless Netflix buys it or somebody buys it, it's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So that's really, really unfortunate. Again, another video game based book, The Witcher. I don't know if I have this series, but I do have some of the other Witcher books, and it's really hit or miss. Some of the stories are pretty decent. Others are, they obviously never played the game or read the books. This one was really neat. I couldn't turn it down. It's not really generally my thing, but it's a hardcover. So Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. And I tell you what, when it's that wild, yeah, you know what? I kind of had to go with that. Brand new, still sealed. It was $29.99, so I got it for $15. So I thought, well, shoot. My son Cam buys the individual issues of this stuff, and he keeps bugging me to read them, and I haven't read one yet. But I like the cover. It's pretty wild, so I'm thinking, well, that's cool. So the next up, so May 1st, we're in What Cheer. Hopefully you saw that video. You can check that out. I think it was 2 or 3 podcasts ago now. And right after that, it was on May 1st, May 3rd, we went to the flea market at the Iowa State Fairgrounds on the east side of Des Moines. And they run those 9 times a year. So every month but June, July, and August. Those 3 months, they do not have the flea market there. The other ones, they do. And it's hit or miss. We don't go to every one. A lot of times I'm out of town or we're at a show or something. So I don't always get there every time. But I do know some dealers. They set up at Spirit Lake. Some of them the same flea market as me. Some of them one of the other flea markets. I always try and go and say hi when they're in town and stuff. Because when you're actually working with them, you're actually pretty busy, to chat. So it's kind of nice when not everybody's working. I can go pester them a little bit. I'll try not to do it too much, hopefully. So these came from that show. They all came from actually a dealer friend of mine I was talking about. He was my neighbor in my building, old building at the Spirit Lake at the Dickinson County Fairgrounds. He was set up on my left, and been that way for probably 15 years. Now I'm moving. Remember, I'm moving into the nice indoor place with plumbing and air conditioning. So I won't get to see him quite as much. But I bought these. So Ken, if you're watching, thank you. I'll go through them here. I can't remember which. I don't know. I just picked it up. So I got a Lady Death here. I don't buy those a lot individually. This one happened to be in really, really nice shape, though. It's probably easily VF. That one was, so let's see, that was 8. Let me do it this way. This one was 5. It's another Aliens book. I usually do really well with the alien stuff, Superman aliens included. So that was a really good pickup. $5, and I was gonna say, I think it's, I don't know if it's a 2-volume piece or not. I can't remember. I get so much of that stuff. These were, well, he cut me a deal on them, so a little less than $1 a piece on the rest of these. My son's getting into these Airboy weeklies, and so I picked one up for him. I probably should tell him that. I don't even think he knows I have that yet. So I should do that. And then most of the rest of this, I think all the rest of this isn't. Oh, no, not quite. So I got a really nice run of John Byrne Wonder Woman. I'm going to save that to the end because there's quite a few of them. Otherwise, these are just kind of some mishmash stuff. Nothing great, but I'll throw them in the inventory box and take up some space. Spawn 74, pretty cool cover. I will say that. Moon Knight 41, again, nothing great. 43. It's nice when you have these little runs, though, because they do tend to sell a little better. You know, they don't want just one issue, I guess, and they just pick them up. So, but nothing, I don't know, probably put them in the antique mall. Maybe, I don't know, I'll have to look. I might have them at the my flea market's show stock inventory, too. I know I was getting a little low on them, but, you know, I get like $3 a piece. So it's, you know, we're not talking a big deal. But it was a nice little continuous run. This is, I guess they call it a near continuous run of Wonder Woman. Well, doggone it, somebody put these out of order here, which is probably me. So I just wasn't paying attention, you know, when I was going through them. There, I think I got it. Anyway, I've got I think it's 20 some books here. And I'll just go through them quick here. They do sell, you know, the Ballin covers get a lot of attention. The Byrne stuff, actually, I don't run across as much as the Ballin or the Perez run on Wonder Woman. So I was pretty happy to pick these up. They all appear, I got to look a little closer. These are in the original bags and boards that I bought them. I didn't bag and board these, so I want to maybe take a little closer look sometime before I get them all priced. But I do not see, you know, long runs of Byrne stuff, Byrne covers, and that's cool. So man, you know, there we go, and it just keeps going. Because I think it starts, what was the first one? 104. Remember, it's not a complete run, but it's pretty close on that stuff. Here's a really good one with Doomsday and Wonder Woman on there. And what was the, well, we'll get to the last issue. I think there's 20, 25 issues, something like that. I can't remember for sure. But just some great covers. I think, I've never read them. I've never been a Wonder Woman reader, but I understand they're pretty good. That's what I keep getting told. And so to pick up a long run, I don't know, you know, I haven't had any Byrne Wonder Woman issues. Gosh, probably they bought me out, I want to say during COVID, 2021, 2022 maybe. I ran out and I picked up like a few stragglers, you know, issue here, issue there kind of thing. But I haven't had a big batch of them. That's a great cover. Here's another great cover for a long time. And so this is going to be really neat. I'll be curious to see if they're still popular. Most anything with John Byrne, I don't have a lot of trouble selling it. So, you know, it's not necessarily expensive. I don't know if anything's big bucks. Now here's a George Perez cover. Really good cover. He had a really good run on there. You know, and nope, back to Byrne there. So another John Byrne on that. I'm just got to look and see. I think most of these, I think that might be the only non-Byrne cover in there. Let's see here. Nope, here's Deodato. I think that's Mike Deodato on that one. And you can kind of tell, no, that one's not written by Byrne, John Byrne's name on it. Here's a really good cover too. I always like this one. This is Garcia Lopez. Now, if you're a Bronze Age, you know, comic collector, that name's familiar to you, I think, a lot more than in the modern, you know, 90s stuff. Really good artist. Always enjoyed his stuff. I don't know if he's still active or not. You know, as he went kind of quiet there. I don't know how many covers he did in the 90s, but I don't think it was a huge amount. And there's another book, and let's see, that wasn't Byrne either. This one, I think this one is, isn't it? Yeah, this one is. This is John Byrne cover on that one. And this is the last one, so 131, started at 104. Again, I think it's missing a handful of issues in there. I really like this one. It is Byrne art. It's got the Golden Age Justice Society stuff, you know, fighting the bad guys in World War II there. So that's pretty cool. I don't know. They will be available for sale. Probably not until the flea market at the end of the month. So you know, in a couple of weeks, if you come see me at the Dickinson County Fairgrounds, should have these priced and sorted and all this stuff ready to go. So that's it. That's all I've got going right now, guys. I'll probably shoot a few more podcasts with some more questions from Corey or the viewers. If you have anything you want me to blabber on about, you know, let me know in the comments or send me a message or whatever on that. I will be gone for a few days. I've got a graduation of my youngest nephew, so I'm going to be out of town for 4 or 5 days. So there may be a short time where you don't have to worry about seeing me, so nobody gets really too upset about that. Anyway, check out those other podcasts and videos, and thanks for watching.